About to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
For a long time, the Raptors playing in Canada was seen by some as a detriment to their competitive prospects. Players dealt with issues like passports, different money, going through customs, and on and on. But now the Raptors use it as a strength, not as a weakness. They have a whole nation behind them. And they have Toronto, a diverse city with global engagement. Kevin?
And the game is going global. You're right. Thank you, D.A. A lot of pace with these two teams, Doris. You were the primary ball handler when you played. What was your style?
Well, I think, the style that players want to play in, Kevin, are the fast-paced, open-floor styles, which really allows you to showcase, number one, if you're a skilled basketball player. Number two, do you have great athleticism? Is speed your best attribute? To me, a free-flowing, fast-paced, sort of read and react system is the absolute ideal style.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Then it's Reddish. Then there's Len, and it's Herter in at the 2. And for the Raptors, Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet, and it's Anunoby in at the 3.
Well, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
Here's Siakam. Len with the block.
Well, for a big guy so light on his feet, Len rising into the air with ease.
Hunter, no good. Now here's VanVleet, guarded closely.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's face and then go and corral that backboard.
Now here's Reddish. Lowry covering. Lowry brings the double. Collins against Gasol. Shot by Collins, no good.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
And Siakam throws it down.
Wow, what an easy look Kyle Lowry creates for his teammates. One of the best setup men in the entire league.
Pass to Reddish. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. And, of course, there's no questioning Cam Reddish's talent level. Greg, he has a high ceiling.
Yeah, great size, length, the fluidity as an athlete. He can make an impact at both ends of the floor, shoots the 3 well for a young player, and you love his ability to match up, really 1 through 5.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And the last 2 drafts, the Atlanta Hawks aggressively making trades to assemble this roster.
And drafting DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish, great length and versatility on the wings. You pair that with Trae Young and John Collins, and that's an exciting young core for the Hawks. And the most improved player in the league last season, Pascal Siakam, got better in every statistical category.
And it's those diamond-in-the-rough players that so often elevate the top teams. And, Greg, that's what the Raptors found in Pascal Siakam.
No doubt. The 27th pick back in 2016. Now a full-time starter on a rookie contract, just over $2 million this season. He is due for a big raise.
Now, here's Lowry. 20 points for him last game against Detroit. And the 3 off target.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And the dunk by Len.
We've always talked about Alex Len's natural tools, Kevin, and he can assault the rim on a consistent basis.
Now, here's Lowry. Defense right on him. Takes a 3. No good on that one. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Out to the wing. Here's Herter. 6 on the shot clock. Out to the right wing. From deep. A shot by Reddish, no good.
And for him to shoot from that distance is a bit of a head scratcher.
I think as a player, you have to know your strengths and play to them, and that is not within his range.
And the Hawks with possession here, following the miss by Kyle Lowry from deep. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Last game for the Raptors, they picked up the W against Detroit. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Count that bucket.
If you allow Kyle Lowry a head of steam, it is very difficult to stay in front of him. No stopping him on that drive.
Now the pass to Reddish. Siakam against Collins. Here's Hunter. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Well, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
And Lowry gets it to go.
Well, small frame, but big heart. How about Kyle Lowry's toughness on the finish through contact?
Pass to Collins. Kicks it to Reddish. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You know, you think about the most important players in Toronto Raptors history. Vince Carter probably number 1. DeMar DeRozan would be on that list. But boy, Kyle Lowry has got to be there as well. Remarkable how far they've come since he joined the team back in 2012.
One kick kicks to Reddish. Kicks it out to Collins. Here's Herter. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And the Raptors and Lowry both grew together, Doris, wouldn't you say?
A marriage made in heaven. Kyle Lowry has always played with a huge chip on his shoulder. He still carries that edge, but that maturity and leadership turned into a championship in Toronto. Doesn't get better than that.
And Atlanta has possession. The Raptors getting the bucket. Reddish.
I'll tell you, Siakam has the ability to intimidate offensive players. How about that one? Send it back.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Reddish. The Raptors getting the bucket. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 5 rebounds tonight. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Now, here's Reddish. He's got 5. Here's Herter. Passes it to Len. And the basket is good.
What I'm already seeing out of Alex Len, more aggression than when he first entered the league.
Lowry with the ball. He's got 6. Pass to Gasol. Shoots over Len. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Fires from the corner. Keeps it alive. And Collins is right there.
Well, hard blue-collar work ethic on display. This guy just beating everyone to the ball.
Now, Siakam. He picked up 30 points in their last win against Detroit.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
I think, guys, maybe what you appreciate most about Pascal Siakam is his versatility. He can score from a number of areas. He can guard multiple positions. There is a lot to like about this young man.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Gasol. Norman Powell comes in for OG Anunoby. Davis is subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Toronto with the ball after the basket by Atlanta. Davis, the pass to Lowry. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
That's his first
I think quickness has probably never been more important in the NBA, but you cannot overlook the value of strength. Think about a guy like Kyle Lowry. He's not the biggest, he's not the most explosive, but he's got strength and he's got that bulldog mentality.
The Hawks trail by 7. Reddish the pass to Carter. Parker looking over the floor. Here's Reddish. Offensive rebound. Outside, Jones to the left side wing. Parker's shot is off.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
And Kyle Lowry is never shy about contact.
You're right, Kevin. Never shy on either end, offensively or defensively. Kyle Lowry will get into you. He is the tone setter with his physicality and his effort level.
And Atlanta has possession, following the miss by Pascal Siakam. Here's Bembry. He's guarded by Davis. Bembry the pass to Parker. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Raptors leading by 7. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Well, Mr. Siakam can elevate well above the rim. Nicely done.
Atlanta's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Reddish dishes to Carter. Parker outside. Fades back. Parker with another miss.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Here's Lowry, and Parker with the block.
Wow, Jabari Parker, not known as a shot blocker, but twice on the pipes.
Here's Siakam, trying to get open as Ibaka. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Parker left side. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, obviously it's been a tough go for Jabari Parker out of the gates in his career. He had to handle a couple of injuries early, but this is a former number 2 overall pick. And what we know unequivocally is this guy can put the ball in the basket. Can he find the right situation where he can flourish?
And for Parker, who has had to fight back from injuries, sometimes the motivation seems to be lacking.
Well, Jabari Parker doesn't turn heads on the defensive end, and so that's part of what gets him off the floor at times. He needs to make sure that not only is he interested in scoring, but he's got to be willing to make stops as well.
Now here is Carter. No points in the game yet for him, and that one is good. And it's Davis with the ball for the Raptors, leading by 5. And there's the pass to Lowry. From 13, and he hits the jump shot. Lowry's got 10 points in the game.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Parker double teamed. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That's a jump ball.
And the Hawks with possession here. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Just 5 to shoot. Carter, the pass to Jones. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. They'll have a jump ball. Toronto with the ball. The Hawks trail by 7. Bembry shot good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And here is Davis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Jabari Parker.
And last season, the first ever NBA Finals for the Toronto Raptors.
What a tremendous run, Greg. Think about it. In the Eastern Conference Finals, they go down 0-2 before winning 4 straight to close out the Bucks. And forget about the city of Toronto. The entire country of Canada was on fire for Raptors basketball. And how do they reward them? NBA championship.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Lowry, and the layup is good. Lowry's got 12.
Well, no fear in Kyle Lowry's game. This guy is happy to take it inside and seek you out.
Pass to Parker. Carter on the wing. Back to Parker. Siakam pulls it in.
Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you've got to put down in his face.
Lowry's shot is good.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
The Hawks trail by 9. 1 second separate in the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Parker. 23 points for him the last game against Miami.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Here's Lowry. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Toronto, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. Back right after this. Now a veteran in the NBA, Serge Ibaka, talked about his role on this team.
I like to do all those little things, running up and down, blocking shot, straight to floor, making open shot.
And Ibaka, Greg, a great complementary player.
And you like his combination of size and skill, able to impact the game at both ends on a high level.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Carter out there with Parker. Then it's Reddish. And it's Bembry in a 2-guard. Now here's Davis. Lowry from outside. The offensive rebound. Davis finds Ibaka. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Ibaka's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, Serge Ibaka is a self-made stretch 4. That guy added that dimension as his career unfolded.
Fernando, that's good. Fernando's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Davis, the pass to Siakam. Back to Davis. From the low block, it's tipped. Now, here's Reddish. Guarded by Powell. Bembry the pass to Parker. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And this is what we've been waiting for all summer long, all off-season long. After many months, Doris, basketball is finally back.
And what's incredible, Kevin, is the NBA's popularity just continues to grow. There's worldwide enthusiasm. The NBA players represent the league so well, and my goodness gracious, can they play some basketball?
Interesting how now the league, Doris, is commanding the calendar all year round. It used to be such a seasonal game. Now it's 365 days a year.
So many storylines throughout the course of the summer. Who's playing where and with whom?
Here's Gasol after the basket by Atlanta. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
Hunter kicks to Reddish. It's not going to go for him. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Count that one from Van Vliet.
Well, you love to see Norman Powell be unselfish and find an open teammate. That's pretty.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Parker. Toronto grabs the miss. Van Vliet looking around. Out to Ibaka. Launches a 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Reddish has got his 6th rebound on the night. Parker outside. Lets it go from deep. The Hawks again can't hit.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
They grab their own miss. Here's Gasol. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. And the Raptors lead by 8.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Hunter kicks to Reddish. Passes it to Fernando. Just 5 on the clock. That's a 2 from Parker, and the shot is long.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
2 seasons at Indiana for OG Anunoby, and the 23rd pick of the 2017 draft. Great talk about his game.
You know, NBA ready physically from day one. You know, still working for consistency with his shooting, especially at the free throw line. But I like his potential as a two-way player.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. John Collins, he's checked in for Jabari Parker, and Kevin Huerter subbed in for Reddish. Here's Van Vliet. He's got 6. Pass to Ibaka. Over Collins. Ibaka, no luck.
You know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. The pass to Ibaka. Powell with it. He had 19 points in the win against Detroit. Here's Gasol. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
That 7'1" frame of Marc Gasol, strength, power, you name it, he can absorb contact.
Pass to Huerter. Out left to the wing. Tries a 3. Fernando can't get it to go. Raptors leading by 6. Now the Raptors moving it up. Powell, that's good.
This to me is where he can be lethal. In fast break situation, Norman Powell's speed's a problem.
Here's Bembry. 6 points for him. And Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. And the Hawks with possession here. Here's Huerter. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That is his first foul of the game. Damian Jones is checked in for Atlanta.
Damian Jones.
Here's Bembry, covered by Van Vliet. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. Atlanta shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Pass to Gasol. And Jones sends it back. And he gets it back. Hunter, no one around him. And again, it's Atlanta.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, the Hawks have been in rebuild mode for the last couple of years, but this season brings a lot of optimism. Passing on Luka Doncic, the Hawks drafted Trae Young. It was much scrutinized, but Young came on down the stretch. His playmaking makes other people better, and also, they hope, will attract a free agent or two. Now the Hawks have added several rookies, starting with DeAndre Hunter. And They believe they're poised to make some noise in the East. Kevin?
They took that gamble with Doncic and getting young. We'll see what happens. Thank you, D.A. Herter, no good. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Pass to Van Vliet. Now Ibaka. He had 19 points in the win against Detroit.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Doris, do you think it's more challenging for superstars in smaller markets, mid-sized markets?
You know, this is such an interesting debate in a world that has become, because of social media, so much smaller. You know, I do think that certain larger markets, LA, New York, can be a blessing and a curse. It does still feel like that media scrutiny is a little bit larger. When things are going well, it's the best thing in the world. When things aren't going so well, boy, those day-by-day, question after question can probably become pretty tedious.
And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. Here's Bembry. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Miami.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide-open shots.
Just 2 to shoot. And Herter gets it to go. Herter's got 5 points in the quarter. Raptors leading by 5. And here is Van Vliet. He had 13 points in the win against Detroit.
And his passing also off the charts in that game. In just about every aspect of their offense, he was dialed in.
4 on the shot clock. And again, Toronto no luck.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Powell in the high post. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Herter. 7 points in the game. 11 feet away. Rejected by Gasol.
Just great timing and great awareness from Marc Gasol. This guy is a relentless shot blocker.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game.
As he enters his mid-30s, Marc Gasol showing no signs of slowing down. If anything, I think he's a better all-around basketball player.
Some changes for Toronto. Siakam is checked in for Ibaka. Davis comes in for Norman Powell. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Carter, he's checked in for the Hawks. Now here's Jones. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Out to Carter. On the clock, and Jones slams it in.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And through his first 8 seasons in the NBA, Marc Gasol made a total of 12 three-pointers. Nowadays, Greg, he'll make more than that in a month.
And you ask around, he's always been capable. A great shooting touch. It's just a different job description for big men nowadays.
Now, here's Collins. The pass to Bembry. It's Jones on the wing. Collins kicks to Bembry. Over Lowry. Bembry misses.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And it's Lowry penetrating. And that one, good. Now it's a 7-point Raptor lead.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Here's Herter. He has 7. And stolen by Siakam. And it's Lowry penetrating.
The vertical of OG Anunoby. Go ahead, sir. Finish with authority.
The Hawks trail by 9. Embry the pass to Collins. Here's Herter. He's guarded by Davis. And Herter gets it to go. Herter's got 9.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Raptors leading by 7. 1:27 left here in the second. Here's Siakam. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Pass to Jones. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Carter for 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Siakam's got 4 rebounds in this game. Lowry drives in, and another field goal in his total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And it goes down 2 points. 6 points for John Collins.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Outside Lowry. 30 seconds left in the first half of the game.
And really a good job of getting to the line in that first quarter. Hasn't been doing that as much here in the second.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
Really a good season for him overall last year when you look at the number, 83% from the line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Alex Len's checked in for Jones. Jabari Parker comes in for Collins. And it's Reddish in for Benbrook. Now, here's Reddish. 5 points in the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good D by Gasol. Here's Anunoby. Can't connect from short range. And so it's Toronto. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Kyle, a good first half for you all. How do you continue that for the rest of the game?
We got to come out with our energy. We got to come out and play our game and keep going out there and pushing. Our defense and everybody's rotating, so we're playing together right now.
We'll see if you stay connected in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Kyle Lowry has been the story in this one. He had 20 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. And let's get your thoughts, big fella, on the Raptors.
The little big man, Kyle Lowry, gives you the toughness, a guy who can make tough shots, a streak shooter. He owned that first half, though.
Talk to me, Kenny. How did you think Atlanta played?
Their defensive fundamentals have been atrocious. I mean, you see guys reaching instead of moving their feet. They're not getting out the shooters. They've dug themselves a hole, and the only way to get out of it is all 5 guys start defending the way they should.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Kyle Lowry has just been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Ed Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Gasol in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Now, here's Collins. After the miss from Cam Reddish. From outside the arc, drains the three-pointer. Herter's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Hawks.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Siakam. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Guys, how about the journey of the Raptors' Nick Nurse? So well traveled before taking the head job in Toronto. This guy has shown his worth. In his first season as a head coach in the NBA, it translates to a title. Absolutely incredible.
Lowry rejected by Len.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Lobbed up there for Collins. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
And Coach Nick Nurse paid some dues, Doris, before his turn as head coach of this Toronto team.
Well, think about it. Early in his career, he's a player coach in the British Basketball League. Then he goes and establishes a G League franchise in his home state of Iowa. Then to lead that team to a title in 2011, join another G League team for the Raptors and win a title in 2013. Really an incredible journey, guys.
Toronto leading by 4. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. They get Marc Gasol.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Of course, you've covered so many great basketball players over your many years in this business. As a player, coach, and now broadcaster, who has been your favorite athlete to watch or cover or report on?
All right, Kevin, you know I can't possibly name one, so I'm going to just throw several names out there. LeBron James has overcome so many challenges as a young person even before his NBA career. So his story is absolutely incredible and inspirational. How about Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers in the history of the NBA? Or Damian Lillard, who has proven so loyal to his fan base and organization and is one bad man when a game is on the line in the playoffs.
The Hawks have missed 4 of their 8 free throws up to this point. Things not really going their way at the line yet. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so Lowry will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They've led by as many as 11 points. The shot, no good. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Fade away. A shot by Reddish, no good.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. In fourth, the Raptors.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
And it seems like every team is in search of the, quote, power wing. The guys that have the quickness to defend on the perimeter and the strength to battle inside. OG Anunoby certainly fits the bill.
And the Raptors with the ball, following the bucket by the Hawks. Van Vliet kicks to Ibaka. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. 6 points for Serge Ibaka. And a 7'2" wingspan for Anunoby. He's got the reach, Doris, of a big man.
He does, Kevin. He also has the strength of a big man, but he's got the versatility defensively to guard across 4 positions. It's about finding consistent minutes for OG because the potential is there, Kevin. Outstanding pass on time and on target.
Reddish the pass to Collins. The dish to Hunter. The rebound by Ibaka.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Anunoby, good.
Boy, how do you match up with OG Anunoby's length and athleticism? This guy is going to be able to get shots off because of both of those.
Here's Hunter after the Raptors pick up 2. Lenka kicks to Reddish. Looking to end the run. Good. He hits the jump shot. Reddish has got 11 points.
Boy, not nearly tough enough inside on the defensive end. They made that all too easy for him.
Siakam passes to Van Vliet. It's blocked. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Reddish. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit. This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Reddish the pass to Collins. Hawks passing it around. To the paint. Here's Herter. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. 16 points for him.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Siakam. No good on that one.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Passes to Len. And that one drops. And now just a 3-point Raptor lead.
That kept good defense, but Len with too much height and length to be affected by it.
And it's Lowry penetrating. Good work there as it goes. Lowry's got 22.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Here's Herter. He's got 16. Pass to Hunter. There's the triple. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Ibaka's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Feeds to Lowry. And he banks in the layup. Now it's a 7-point Raptor lead.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Atlanta calls timeout. And Greg, last season, the best scoring average of Serge Ibaka's career.
Even with a down year as far as his three-point shooting, Ibaka's still very efficient, getting more of his offense around the rim, playing some at the 5.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Norman Powell comes in for Pascal Siakam. Davis is subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Raptors leading by 7. Throws it up high.
Well, you love to see OG Anunoby be engaged on the offensive end. Boy, being rewarded for looking for his shot.
Here's Herter. He's guarded by Davis. Carter dish it to Parker. And the pass to Fernando. Over Ibaka. Atlanta again missing.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that
shot. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. So it's the Hawks now. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Parker passes to Fernando. Over Ibaka. Fernando, that's good. Fernando's got 8.
Parker is a gifted scorer. Creating for others is an area he can go to another level. Nice pass.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A. And he makes that one. 6 points for Vince Carter.
Yeah, not a perfectly set screen there, but got him just enough room to get that shot off.
Now, here's Lowry. Defense is right there. Ibaka, the pass to Lowry. The shot from the low post is good. Lowry's got the lead up to 11 now for the Raptors.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Parker. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Now the Raptors moving it up. Now here is Lowry. He's got 26. Pass to Ibaka. Outside, Davis. Another shot. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Inside. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching, and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the basement.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment.
Wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
I remember it very well.
Incredible. The Toronto Raptors 2 summers ago making bold moves. Think about it. You trade away a franchise cornerstone in DeMar DeRozan. You fire Dwayne Casey in his Coach of the Year season. But it paid off in a huge way.
Here's Lowry. That shot off the mark. And Atlanta will come the other way. Reddish the pass to Fernando. To the middle. Puts the move on. Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Reddish. And the front office in Toronto, Doris, took a lot of heat for those changes you were just talking about.
Kev, their point guard Kyle Lowry wouldn't even talk to the president for much of the season. But the feeling was, from the management, in order for this team to break through, changes had to be made.
Now here's Gasol. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists in the game.
Boy, right there you see the toughness and the mental focus of Marc Gasol. This guy burying it even after getting hit.
Here's Parker. 54 seconds left in the third quarter. Passes it to Reddish. Puts up a 3. Good work defensively by Lowry. And Zoe Ibaka will bring it up for Toronto. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Lowry with the ball. He's got 26. Out to Ibaka. 3-pointer. Rebound, Atlanta. Reddish has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
He feeds it to Parker. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Listen, Jabari Parker can flat out score. We know this.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
Here's Lowry. The layup missed. And so it's the Toronto Raptors in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. Back to the action after this word. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Boy, GA, how about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Raptors leading by 9. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. We've got Carter. Jabari Parker is out there with Jones. Then it's Reddish. And it's Bembry in at the shooting guard. And he recovers it. Lowry, good.
Kyle Lowry despite his diminutive size and point guard position, is one of the best rebounders from his position. Big time.
Now, here's Reddish. Parker outside. The rebound by Gasol.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Here's Lowry. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Lowry's got the lead up to 13 now for Toronto.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Banbury kicks to Parker. And the dunk by Parker.
Well, you can't teach the kind of feel that Jabari Parker has offensively. This guy just reads what the defense gives him.
Lowry passes to Van Vliet. Now, here's Lowry. He's guarded closely. Down low. It's stolen by Jones. Fast break, the Hawks. Parker kicks to Reddish. Outside, Jones. Clock at 6. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Here's Reddish. That shot missing, and it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Lowry dishes to Powell. Count it. And the Raptors lead by 13.
Well, this guy very capable of capitalizing close to the rim. Norman Powell making an impact inside.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now here is Carter. Here's Parker. That one falls coming off Carter's feet. And it's 9 points for Parker.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
Outside Lowry. Gasol finds Lowry. Over Reddish. That's short off the rim.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Good on the shot, and that shaved the lead to single digits. Reddish has got 10 points here in the second half. Now here is Lowry. D right on him. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Drills it from outside. Lowry's got 7 points for the quarter.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And only 6 feet tall in shoes. Fred Van Vliet's not the biggest, but his toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball is the path to something better.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Lenz checked in for Damian Jones. Collins comes in for Parker. And Hunter subbed in for Vince Carter. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on Lloyd Pierce talking with his team. He was measured in his words. He told his players, look, we're doing a lot of good things out there, really good things. Stay confident and stay positive in your approach. Trying to keep their hopes up, Kevin.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Now, Reddish. Here's Banbury. Over in the corner, Reddish. Over Siakam. The Hawks again can't hit.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
And Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. And Toronto making a change here. Anunoby's checked in, and a switch here also for Atlanta. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Banbury. Now, here's Reddish. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Siakam. And he makes the first.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Back to Van Vliet. Right side Gasol. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Siakam looking around. Over Collins. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Hawks trail by 16. Here's Herter. And there's the feed to Collins. And he comes up with the deuce. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Gotta show more muscle to keep him off that low block.
Well, it's a couple of things here, I think, Greg. Certainly the effort, the willingness to fight, and the willingness to push him off of his comfort zone.
Now, here's Lowry. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. And here's Reddish. And stolen by Siakam. Now the Raptors moving it up. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. Unloads. And again, no good by Toronto. The Hawks trail by 14. Len passes to Herter. Now, here's Collins. Covered by Van Vliet. Looking to get back on track here. And it's Reddish laying it in. Reddish has got 5 points in the quarter.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Gasol. Rebound by the Hawks. Len's got 7 rebounds in the game.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
A shot by Reddish, no good.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Here's Siakam. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
And that one's good. Hunter.
A solid mid-range shooter. Hunter knows where his strengths are.
And the Raptors call time here.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Kyle Lowry.
And, guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. Now, here's Hunter. Herter passes to Reddish. Over Lowry. Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Reddish.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Lowry. Pass to Siakam. There's the pass to Anunoby. 5 to shoot. Takes the 13-footer. Reddish grabs the rebound. Reddish has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. To the inside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And a quick look at how Atlanta's schedule shaping up. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Wednesday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls. Now here's Van Vliet. Pass to Anunoby. Back to Van Vliet. Trying to end the drought. Lowry can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 8. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's foul number 2 for him. Foul, he's jacked in for Fred Van Vliet.
Norman Powell.
Len finds Collins. Hunter with it, while recovering, and the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Pass to Gasol. Shoots over Len, buried from 15 feet out. And it's 8 points for Marc Gasol.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Now, here's Reddish. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Lowry's got 5 rebounds tonight. Baseline J on the way. Collins grabs the miss. The Hawks trail by 10. Now, here's Reddish. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Shot clock at 5. For 3. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Siakam with it. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now. Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
And the Raptors call time here. They're leading by 8. 1:46 left in the fourth. .146 left to play in the final quarter. Six to shoot. Almost, but it rolls out. Here's the Hawks with the ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Reddish dishes to Collins. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Now, here's Reddish. Now recovering. Reddish's shot is good.
Well, he knew what he wanted to do there. Uses that height to get a clean look over the smaller defender.
Now, Siakam. Fader. It's rebounded by Herter. And it's the Hawks ball. 6-point game. He kicks it to Reddish. Tipped away. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. And he commits the intentional foul. Toronto with the ball. And so they choose to intentionally foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Boy, Kyle Lowry has carved out for himself quite the career. This guy came in as a dogged defender, and on the offensive end, he's able to create for both himself and his teammates.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They trail by 8. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
Some call them wins and lessons. Coach not wasting any time making his point.
Well, maybe not his time, but this game is certainly finished. Let's get it over with.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. And so it's Toronto winning this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Serge, big win tonight. Now, people may think you have some easy games on the schedule, but you did not play easy tonight.
Because we know where we want to go, That's why we was focused tonight. We got to finish strong.
And it was a strong performance, Serge. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season.